Hello, everyone. I have a topic today that is quite uncomfortable to talk about. It has to do with farting, pooping, all that fun stuff. I wanted to tell you, I've changed my diet. I changed my diet 5 years ago because of health reasons. And one of the first things I noticed, so there was this first week of me eating differently. This doctor gave me the advice. He's like, I want you to eat a lot of hamburger. I want you to eat a lot of bacon. I want you to eat, if you want cheese or eggs or whatever, but mainly any kind of beef, chicken, tuna, whatever. I want you to eat as much as you want for the whole week. Eat till you're full, comfortably full. Eat. Don't count calories. Just eat. And I was like, okay, well, this is different, but okay, let's give this a whirl. So I did. And one of the first things I noticed, I had to do some research as to why this was happening, but one of the first things I noticed is that my gut quit hurting, because women always have, you're always bloated, and I'm sure men are too, because men fart all the time. Women don't fart. Women don't fart. It just is what it is. It's a known thing. Anyway, but my gut quit hurting. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? My gut feels good. Like, this is weird. Like, what is going on? And kind of did my research, found out that carbohydrates and sugar are what actually cause your body to create, I don't know, gas or whatever. So when you're eating meat, just meat, no, meat's the only thing that doesn't have carbohydrates in it. So if you keep your carbohydrates really low and dose up heavy on the meat, you don't get air in your stomach, in your gut. It was amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can wear my tight jeans and my gut doesn't hurt. I used to tease and say, because my gut would be hurting and making noises, and I would constantly just be like rubbing my gut like, oh, the baby's moving, the baby's moving. People were like, oh my God, you're pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. Anyway, so, and then on that same subject, what I found is that I didn't have to go to the bathroom as much. They taught you like, oh, you should be having a bowel movement all the time. Every time you eat, you should be having a bowel movement. I wasn't having to go to the bathroom, and my gut wasn't hurting. I wasn't constipated, anything like that. I was like, what is going on? Well, when you're eating food that is nutritious and that your body can use, your body uses that food. So you have less waste. So you have less poop. If your body's using it and absorbing the nutrients and using it for energy, whatever, however that works, you don't have as much waste. So I was like, oh my God, like that makes so much sense. So when you start eating a bunch of crap, then you have to go to the bathroom a lot. People are shitting their brains out because they're eating so much stuff that your body can't use. So it has to come out as waste. I was like, that makes so much sense. That is freaking crazy. So yeah, like everybody will have a bowel movement, but it is very, very different than it used to be when I was eating all that crap food. It's crazy. And so I do notice, like, if I do add any carbohydrates back into my diet, which I do every once in a while, I'll eat, pickles or cheese or, because all that stuff has a carb or two. I keep my carbs very low if I do eat any carbs, but, or if I have a salad, sometimes I'll have a salad. I just want that cold, crunchy, that all of a sudden I'll start getting, my gut will start hurting again, or if I eat nuts are really bad for your gut. Anyway, so I really try and stay away from that because it hurts so bad. I'm so used to not having that pain that I've had for years. I've had it for years. I remember my mom just being, just always talking about it and her gut hurting and then when you find out what it's caused from, you're like, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Sorry, that was an accident. Anyway, I've said that a lot over the years, though, just in frustration of all this misinformation. I'm like, good golly, like, why is this all new information? Seriously? Oh my gosh. So yeah, ladies, if you want your gut to quit hurting and you want to quit farting and you don't want to have to go to the bathroom as much, you might want to change your diet. Men, all you guys that fart all the time, well, it's probably all the beer and the French fries and all the crap you're eating. Anyway, so I just had to throw that out there and get this video done and over with, the farting video and the pooping video. But it's important. Like it was like score. I love my gut not hurting. Anyway, all right. If you've experienced it, if you have changed your diet and you've experienced the same thing I've experienced, comment down below and let me know. Or if you decide to try it after watching this video, let me know on that also. Because literally, it was in the 1 week. It was 1 week. I was like losing weight. All my, air in my stomach went away. My energy level shot through the roof. I had not felt that in years. I wasn't tired. I was just energetic. My brain felt good, like I was in a good mood. My depression went away. This was in 1 freaking week. That's how resilient the body is. Our body is so resilient after all that abuse that I had put it through for so many years, 50 years. And it was like, it was like being a drug addict. Honestly, it was like being a drug addict, and my body was just like craving this drug of sugar and carbohydrates and everything. And then you take that away and all of a sudden the body has to start, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so starved for nutrients and, real, animal fat, things like that. Fat, like we have to have fat. That's what stabilizes our hormones. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how my body changed. But anyway, no more farting.